check really quick. So, you guys, as you're entering, just give me like a thumbs up in the chat if you are able to participate. It is in subscriber mode. And yeah, let's jump in. So, whoever this message is for, you are going to ruffle some feathers for sure. And this is because you're taking your power back. We're taking it back. We are taking it back. People thought that they were going to get the last laugh, kiki, haha, and that is not going to be the case. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, that's not going to be the case. So, too bad, so sad for them. They got used by the devil, and that's what happens. You feel me? Thank you guys for all of your love and support in the last live stream. I was going over the live chat replay last night, and I was like, oh, you guys are the best. I love you guys so much. So if you guys are new here, I am your bestie on the internet. I am your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual advisor, your cosmic cheerleader. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. I'm all of the things. And here we gas each other up. We are here for motivation, law of attraction, anything spiritual, anything heavenly, anything I channel from God, any confirmations, any beautiful illustrations. It's just a creative outlet for me to help the collective. And I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. If you guys are on Patreon, you guys have some new content coming out. I'm so excited. And yeah, what else was I going to say? I think that's it. That's my little spiel for if you're new here. Okay. And yeah, you guys are entering a lucky era, and there's something really big being removed from your life. There's like a big piece of junk being removed, or you feel like you're purging something, and it's a big deal. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, it's a really big deal because now you know what you know. Sometimes if we go through things, we don't know everything yet, or we're not acquainted with everything yet. And what you're realizing is, oh, well, if I knew that, then I probably would have saved a bunch of money, or if I knew that, I would have handled it differently, but it wasn't divine timing yet, or it wasn't time for you to know certain things. You felt like you were blind, okay? You're like, oh my gosh, like I could have just done that better. I could have dealt with this situation better. It's like having 2020 hindsight. But what Holy Spirit wants to tell you guys is it's the perfect time. However you are receiving it, it is the perfect time. Always pray to make sure that these messages are for you before you claim them. I don't want to give anyone false hope ever. And so you guys should kind of know by the title if this is for you. You've got every feather ruffled around you. People are either shook by how honest you are, or they're just shook. Okay? They're like, "Did they just say that? Did they just do that? Did they just do that?" So you guys have a lot of that going on right now, and justice is unfolding. So something you're realizing is you cannot miss your destiny. It is your birthright. Okay? So affirm it below. My destiny cannot be missed. It is my birthright. Duh. And you are realizing that the devil's been hard at work in more ways than you've really realized. Let me give you an example, because this could definitely be you guys. Say you've been working your little tushy off. You've been just working, working, working. This is like a busy bee, right? Getting your ducks in a row, getting your stability, being in spiritual recovery, working on releasing a scarcity and poverty mindset. You guys have been working on this day and night, releasing from your heart generational curses, releasing from your heart things that just hold you back, that unfortunately were taught to you at a very early age. You are realizing that as you got these wheels greased, as you got the chariot moving, as you got everything in motion, you thought that your success was going down the drain or your luck was going down the drain. You felt like things were being siphoned. And maybe you wanted to point the finger at certain people like, oh my gosh, like it's because I dealt with that person. It's because I dealt with that person. It's because I dealt with that person. And that kind of is the thing. But you guys are pivoting from necessarily pointing the finger at them and realizing that they've just been a pawn in the devil's game. And that devil energy was working hard on maneuvering, like, say these are all, pieces to a game. The devil was moving everything around like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure this person F's with their money. I'm going to make sure this person F's with their relationship. I'm going to make sure, just like moving all of the pieces around, like, okay, we've got Susie. We're going to make sure that Susie F's with the stability. Okay, we got the landlord. We're going to make sure that they F with their rent. Okay, we've got the mom here. She's a loose cannon. We're going to make sure that she rains on her parade every day. She tries to rise. Okay. We got the ex Bobby. He's a Dusty. We're going to have him pop back into the picture. Okay. Let's see. What else can we do? We're going to move Decepticon number 4, the sister. Okay. We're going to have her start some shit. We're going to have their best friend turn on them. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good web of deceit. You feel me? I literally think the devil's like doing this shit, like the puppet master. Like, okay, we're going to have them F around and find out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's put them there. It's like, bruh, this is not a game of Risk. Okay? This is not Monopoly. These are people's lives. The devil's just busy at work, like Kris Jenner. Just kidding. Okay, let me not be a bitch. But do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Like, he's just at work, and that's what you're realizing. Like, you've had this blindfold on thinking like, oh, it's me. I just don't know how to maintain success. It's me. I just don't know how to, like, hold on to things that are good. No, bestie. It is the devil moving everybody around you that has no backbone, that is an empty vessel, that will gladly do the bidding, gladly be wound up, insecure, frail, weak-minded. They are the ones getting moved around the board. And now you're realizing, oh, don't get upset when I say this, but because I'm not trying to like trigger anyone. But it's kind of like you're realizing that one specific person or 3 of these pieces that got moved around really took you for a ride. They either took your emotions for a ride, your finances for a ride, and you're like, oh, wow, I really fell for that. And it could have been a 3-month or 6-month ride. No, I'm hearing 2 to 6 months. 2 to 6 month ride that these pieces were getting moved around because you guys were stepping into your lucky era. You had a nice little run and then it went to shit. The wheels literally fell off and you were like, well, how am I supposed to? My chariot has no wheels. How am I supposed to get places? Do you know what I mean? You're like, what the F? Like, everything was going so smoothly. It's kind of like in Cinderella where she's like, you have to be back by midnight. Everything's going to turn to shit. Please listen to me. And she's like, yeah. And then as she's getting back, everything's turning into a pumpkin. Everyone's going back to their original position. And that's what you felt like when this was happening. You're like, I was trying to rock it till the wheels fell off. Sir, excuse me, somebody, who's in charge? Okay, who is in charge? Because I was here to rock it till the wheels fell off, and the wheels are they're officially off. My chariot is a pumpkin. What the frick? Okay. Like, literally. But literally. Do you know what I mean? I miss my man. Savage King, Queen, and Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie's in here yet, but like, are you guys in love? Like, I'm not a matchmaker or anything, but like, I was like, they're flirting. I am so here for it. But I'm sure Kyrie will be here soon. I hope. Okay. But anyways, um, thank you guys for being here. You're just starting to see, like, well, I was trying to rock until the wheels fell off. The wheels are off. Now what the frick do I do? And you're just seeing that it's not you. Devil energy's been hard at work because devil energy knows what your birthright is, knows what, you know, lays ahead, lies ahead. Okay. This is like us being like, oh my gosh, like I really, 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 really hope that like the Wheel of Fortune is at the end of this busted, dusted road. Like it's been a long journey. I'm hot. I need some water. Like, please tell me that rainbows and unicorns are at the end of this freaking road. And devil energy knows for certain that it is. And there ain't just regular schmegular unicorns. There ain't just regular schmegular like awesome things. It's like that times 10, times 50, times 100. Affirm it below. My rewards and my justice are coming in times 10, times 50, times 100. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All that. And so you're just thinking, I just hope there's a little bit of that sunshine at the end of this yellow brick road. That would be awesome. And devil energy knows, knows that you are destined for greatness, knows that goat behavior, being the goat, being the guru, being stable, having it all is at the end of that road and just trying everything to stop you. So it's like that one movie, Shrek Forever. Okay, all my parents out there, okay, Shrek Forever. Remember when he's like tired of being a dad? He's like, oh my gosh, my life is so miserable. It's not even fun. I don't even want to be I just want to go back to being an ogre and being intimidating and like being a boss. I don't want to be a daddy anymore. It's boring. So Rumpelstiltskin, good old Rumpelstiltskin, is still mad about some old shit from way back when. And so he's waiting. He's got his little trap set up, his bait of like, oh, you hate your life? Oh my gosh, like come in here. Come into my little carriage. Come into my chariot, my humble abode. Let's have some drinky drinks. Bestie, I hope you're sitting for this, okay? Hope you're sitting. God, whatever you be sipping on, snacking on, smoking on, because I'm going in. And I hope that you get to giggle. If anything, I hope you get that. Okay? And you guys are just realizing like, oh my gosh, this was a trap the whole time. So like it's kind of like Shrek not realizing that duh, the devil Rumpelstiltskin, Steven, was waiting. Knowing that we would doubt ourselves, knowing that we would be like, oh my gosh, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Knowing that we would have more compassion for others than we sometimes have for ourselves. He was waiting. Okay. He had one in the hopper. He was like, here they come. Sad, thinking it's their fault. And we fell for it. Some of us fell for that. And we were like, oh my gosh, like, I totally got tripped up just now by the fact that that was all a plot. Affirm it below. I am the test. I am the bait. I am the trap. Gloves off. Okay? The gloves are off. The spiritual knockouts are in the building. You are the crown. You are the spiritual knockout. You are the goat. You are the dragon. They must not know about you. You're like, oh, a trap, huh? That's cool. Training wheels are off. Training wheels are off. The gloves are off. The macaroni is in the microwave. All my parents in the building. Okay, the macaroni is dinging. It's in the microwave. The eagle has landed. The milk is hot. The juice boxes are ready. And they're in the wrong sandbox. You feel me? They're in the wrong sandbox. This little sign right here literally reminds me of like Far, Far Away of like Shrek, and just not realizing like, oh, I just want to complain. I want to feel valid in complaining because like I worked so hard and I got tripped up. But this is what I want you guys to understand. You guys caught whatever this was, this plot, this trap, how you were baited. You caught it way faster than you used to. Okay? Maybe last year it would have taken you 4 years. Maybe last year it would have taken you 6 months. You guys caught it way faster than you normally do. Like on another level. So you need to applaud yourself for catching it and standing up for yourself. Like, hey, you kind of let it play out a little bit, whatever it was, because you had hope that certain things that could be rectified. You had hope in others that they weren't a Decepticon, that they really meant what they said. And there's nothing wrong with that, for believing in others, but you have smartened up in regards to the fact that the devil is moving everybody around to stop you on this path to greatness. And so I thought it was crazy that this came out, because this reminds me of like a pawn. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be like a little dolly, but it reminds me of, the devil wants a checkmate. It's the people that the devil is using that are playing Connect 4. So they're easily accessible. They're easily used. But the devil knows that you're playing chess. So devil energy has to take all of the pieces off of the board and say, okay, well, who's not that smart? Because I need to move everybody around. I need to be in control here. Because collective is playing chess. These Decepticons are playing Connect 4, and I can easily manipulate them. I can easily maneuver them. You are elevating. You're like, you know what? That unfolded perfectly. It was effed up. You might have lost some money. You might have lost a friendship. You might have lost a collaboration. You might have lost a business partner. You might have lost an asset, a marriage, something important. But you're like, you know what? I needed that lesson, because it's going to set something off within you to help you know, okay, that was the perfect lesson. Okay, touche, Steven. Touche. But I'm smarter than I used to be. You feel me? I'm smarter than I used to be. And I will not get caught slipping the next time. I will not get caught slipping the next time. You are no longer blindfolded. The scales are being balanced. So whatever you lost, you're like, you're changing your mindset to, that was perfect. This is gonna fuck some people. This is ruffling feathers and spinning heads. You got them heads spinning. You got those necks spinning. You got those feathers ruffled. And they're like, what do they mean perfect? What do you mean my trap was perfect? Yeah, it was perfect. Because what happens when we get thrown a wrench? What happens when we get thrown rotten lemons? Say it with me, guys. We turn it into a legacy. We turn it into sunshine. We turn it into miracles. We turn it into opportunities. You guys fill in the blank. So whatever you lost, you're like, that was the perfect amount to lose. That was and you're not even going to look at it like a loss. So I want you guys to think about it this way. When you start thinking about money or things in scarcity or what you're lacking, you could literally have $0 in your bank account, or it could be negative. And what you're going to start telling yourself, or what I recommend, is I have the perfect amount of money. You see this bill, you're like, that's the perfect amount. You're going to start changing your mindset, because you know you elevate off of lessons. You know that you are grateful when things are going good, and you are moving back into your lucky era, except now you got like 3 spares in the back for your chariot that turned into a pumpkin that you rode till the wheels fell off. You're prepared. You're better equipped. Like, okay, now when I'm maneuvering around other people, if I don't feel that vibration of I feel good, things are going good, my day is lucky, when you are around some of these key players that the devil is using, and you don't feel good, you're exhausted, you all of a sudden feel zapped. You don't feel like eating, or you're overeating. Like you're not feeling yourself now, or feeling like yourself. Now you're going to start realizing and picking up on this even quicker. Okay, I went around this person and my vibe shifted. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel happy or go lucky. And then it was a domino effect with the rest of my day. I felt drained. I felt zapped. Okay, they're gone. Drop your scissors down below. They're gone. Bibbity bobbity, removed. Now, I know it's not that easy for when we're parents and we go zero contact with family and our kids are involved. So I understand that it's not that easy to just bibbity bobbity remove people. But at the same time, you're looking at how long it's taken you to learn certain lessons. A lot of us are late bloomers, and we are not wanting that for our offspring. We are not wanting that for our children to even have their self-esteem or their self-worth or their mindset or their subconscious affected by these people. So you're really going to start putting it in perspective. Like, yeah, it's just a little bit of poison for my children. It's just a little bit of poison for me in my life. But at what cost? Your peace is priceless. Cutting off family is hard. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it is. But when they are no good for you, you're going to learn to start choosing yourself. Because we are empaths here. We're light workers. We are very compassionate. We are done putting everyone's feelings over our own. So you are coming in like the Knight of Swords, like, I might not be experienced in this bitch, but I'm waving my sword around. I'll cut some shit up. Okay? That's what I think about when I think of the Knight of Swords. Like, I'm coming in crazy. I'm coming in aggressive. I'm coming in hot. Training wheels off. Gloves off. Spiritual knockout. I'm a whole dragon too. Even though we're not experienced, we mean business. Okay? Affirm it below. I am standing 10 toes down for what I believe in. These people wanted to make you conform. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for all the scissors in the building. Yes. They wanted to hear ye, hear ye. Okay? I'm the ruler of this family. Everybody. Well, why do you talk like that? Well, why do you treat me this way? We don't ask questions in this family. So you were always scapegoated or the black sheep. And for what? For who? And their self-esteem. These people, if they had the chance, they would take everything from you, every bit of happiness. And what do I tell you guys? And your little dog too. Not today, Satan. Not today, Becky. Not today, Bobby. Not today, Decepticon number 8. You need to get in line behind Chucholini number 12. Get behind them. Okay? Forms to the left. By that dumpster over there. Because I ain't got time to waste. You are done listening to people on a busted soapbox. You might not be the most experienced. You might not be the most well-versed. But you stand in your truth. And for what you believe in. Your core beliefs can be different from others. And if they don't align, to the left, everything they got in a box to the left. You're done apologizing for what you value. You're done apologizing for the peace that you want in your life. So if the feathers are ruffled, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. These people wanted the last laugh because they are easily manipulated by devil energy. You are getting out anything that is a slow burn, anything that is like, a slow type of poison. You're like, I can't do it. It eventually consumes. It eventually takes over. These people want mind control. And you're choosing success. You're choosing happiness. And things are getting juicy. You guys have new friends coming in. New characters coming in. New players. Because as soon as you drop those scissors, it's like it's like Thor's hammer. Okay? Things are moving, shaking, breaking, and skedaddling. And then you're making all this room for a real one. What do I tell you guys? We're saving it for a real one. You got to move them. You got to move them. You got to move them so all the new can come in. There has to be room for them. If Decepticon number 8, your ex Bobby, and your ex best friend are all in the doorway, how are those opportunities going to really flow in? How are they really going to pour into your life? So you're really starting to understand flow and what that means to you. You're really starting to understand abundance mindset, and that whatever seems like it could be bad, it's not on sale, or there's no coupon for it, that it is the perfect price. This is the mindset that you are tapping into. It's that $1 million mindset. It's that $1 billion mindset. Like, that's the perfect price. But you're still smart with your money. You're still educating yourself. You're still advancing. You're still elevating. You are becoming business savvy. And this is why devil energy is trying to stop you. Some of you guys are learning about real estate. You're learning about accounting, all the things that used to be boring to you. You guys are learning about finance. You are learning about farming or agriculture. You're just learning about different things that are going to help set you up for success. And you are coming through swords blazing. I said what I said. I see your mask. I see your mask. I see your mask. You guys got to go. I'm sorry. There are some ugly truths that are going to get dropped on you this week. I want you to put your seatbelt on, bestie. There are going to be some very ugly truths brought to your doorstep this week, but they are very ugly truths that you knew all along. You are the high priestess. Look what came out under the high priestess. We got no and the high priestess. And we have the key, and we have this evil eye here. You guys are ironing out the details. You are intimidating to those around you. There's always going to be a lot of evil eye on you. You're not even fazed by that. But you knew what you knew when you knew it. And these people are going to confirm this. Like, hey, I don't know if you know, but your mom has been plotting and talking crazy, and she's got a altar, and she's, I think she's losing her mind. She definitely has a lot of hate for you, or is conspiring against you. People are going to be confirming things you already knew on why you should have walked away, but they hadn't even pulled out their grand finale yet. Okay, they hadn't even pulled out their grand finale, so their feathers are ruffled because they didn't even get to finish their plan of attack. They're not even done. Because you are the twist in the tail. You are the plot twist. You feel me? So we have justice. I got this twice for you guys. Where's the other one? I think I got it twice. Yeah, this was the first card that came out for you guys. And then when I pulled this deck, this was the first card that came out for you guys. The Queen of Pentacles. There's all these feelings that you have. All of these tears that you've shed. Well, you're leaving that in the dirt where everything amazing is going to grow. Affirm it below. Everything is awesome. Everything is going according to plan. Everything always works out for me. Everything is going according to plan. So you are getting major confirmations that there were some people meddling in poison. Now, whether they've been taken over by the body snatchers, they have been participating. Now, whether they are a willing participant or not, you guys had a feeling that you were trying really hard not to judge certain people, or you were trying to give them a fair shot or another chance. These truths you're realizing, all right, they're not even a fixer-upper. They're on some other stuff. And it's going to be so ugly that you can't unsee it. So brace for impact because justice is here. It is getting sorted. You are taking a step back and you are being brought new key players that are bringing luck, wisdom, resources. These people that are coming in for you, they might come in one at a time, but however they come in for you, for whoever I'm speaking to, wherever you guys are in the world, these people are going to feel familiar, like you've known them before. Kind of like when you meet a soulmate or a twin flame, whatever you guys label soulmates as, and you feel that familiar, like I know them from somewhere. I feel so comfortable around them. Like you don't even have to try. Time just flies. This is what you are attracting because you see the trap. You're like, oh, that's Rumpelstiltskin in the road. Not drinking any of his drinkity drinks. No, I am not. So, we have the sun. All of your messages are being amplified by the Empress, Justice, the Sun, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. It's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy, bestie. Ain't nobody ready. Rabbits are very important to your message. Rabbits, watermelons, dragonflies, lucky ducks, elephants, and oh look, it's a gingerbread. Did I say owls? And owls. Ooh, eagles too. So you guys are going to be rocking the crown that you deserve. But when I saw this gingerbread man, I immediately thought of Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek. And he's like, do you know the Muffin Man? Everyone's going to be talking about you like, do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know Susie? Oh my gosh, you know her? She's a bad bitch. Like, but do you know her? Are you friends with her? But tell me, are you friends with her? Okay. You guys have this spirit of the rabbit. Okay, let me show you how many rabbits are up in this bleepity bleep. Rabbits. 2 at the top. Rabbit. And a rabbit. And I got 2 dragonflies. I got 2 keys. What else? I got 2 owls. And I got 2 watermelons. So I'm just getting a lot of things in pairs. And that's how I know that double energy is trying to affect the peanut gallery around you. To sway you from smooth sailing. To move you into choppy waters. To steal your microphone. To throw your scissors off of the boat. Double energy is like, yeah, invite them on a sailing trip. Yeah. We're going to take their scissors. We're going to take their microphone. We're going to take their voice. We're going to take their backbone. It ain't never going to happen. You guys are way too smart for that. And this little contraption, this janky mess, you caught it. Ooh, I hear dirt bike. Dirt bike. Confirmation. You guys caught this way faster than you ever have. Like normally when you have to remove somebody, especially my people pleasers, my people pleasers in recovery. Okay, let me order in the cosmic court all of my people pleasers in recovery. Okay, everybody stand up. I'm also one too. I'm a people pleaser in recovery. And I too nice in recovery. You guys are starting to see, you know what? I don't have to be all nice like that. I don't have to do that. I am kind. I am kind. I'm a good person. And you're standing up for yourself faster than ever. But something that was really hard for you was, well, I believe in people. I want to build people up. You guys have this light worker mentality, this healer mentality. You activate others. There's a reason they're not being activated. There's a reason why they're like fixer-uppers. There's a reason you are weary after dealing with them? Really think about that. How do you feel after you deal with these key components, these key players that the devil's winding up? I really, really want to know in the comments, when you are around the Decepticons in your life, do you feel like you could take on the world? Do you feel like lucky things are happening and that's like a domino effect? Or do you feel drained and you're like, I wasn't even around them long? Why is my whole day going to crap? Because you want that connection. We biologically want that connection. Whether we admit it or not, we are biologically wired that way. To want to be around a community, to want to have friends. We are not meant to isolate ourselves. And sometimes it feels that like we have to do that because people are freaking crazy. And we're done fighting this fight. We're just seeing it for what it is the first time. So when you see the red flag, you're like, okay, I'm not going to wait for the other shoe to drop when you're very intuitive. So something that you can do is when you see the first red flag, what I would do is pray about it. Like, God, please give me confirmation. Like, I feel like this is about to go all the way left. I don't want to be judgmental, but I'm just trying to protect myself. Like, what would you have me do? So I would like give it a day, get some sleep, say a prayer. This is just what I would do personally. And then I would get those signs loud and clear. Loud and clear. It could be a video that you're watching, a lucky symbol in the road, a feather, whatever it is. You're like, okay, I see it. How many times have we gotten the sign from the universe or from God and we're still like, well, let me just give them one more chance. That's why we are dummies in recovery, okay? We're not dummies, but you guys know what I mean. We feel like we're being dumb when we're being so nice, and we are this doormat and we're like mad at ourselves for being a doormat for so long. So we are doormats, people pleasers in recovery. Because this is all that ends up happening. We're putting on band-aids, we got sprained arms and sprained ankles, and we're just hobbling along because we deal with these people that are miserable. Literally miserable. Let me close this. Hold on, guys. You're not dumb, Jacob. And I shouldn't have said that like that. Like, we're not dumb, but like, you know when we beat ourselves up? You guys got a lot of Virgo in your chart. We overanalyze things and we're like, why did I do that? That was so dumb. That is why you're going to start pivoting and telling yourself, no, it is all going according to plan. It's perfect. It's all going according to plan. That's how your mindset's going to be. Whether it is actually going according to plan, but I understand that, you guys. I literally just went through this. Hold on one second. Let me close this. Let me close these blinds. So don't feel dumb like you guys have to be so hard on yourself, because I make these mistakes too. I literally made a 2-month mistake and it cost me badly, to where if I wanted to, I could really tear into myself. Like, it was that bad. I had faith in someone and I lost a big investment, and I wanted to believe and believe and believe in them, and it went south quickly. So for 4 months it was really good, and then for 2 months it was yellow flags and red flags. And I wanted to believe that, like, okay, no, this is business, like everything's good, it's going to be okay. And that is a part of me also believing deep down that things are hard to obtain. So I'm still working on scarcity and breaking generational curses that abundance is hard to obtain. So we are still working out the kinks. We are not perfect. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everything is going according to plan. Like for me, I'm definitely a late bloomer. And I just think, you know what? It went according to plan. I'm glad that I experienced a life and, being a juvenile, being immature, and then getting it together. I appreciate it now more. So tell yourself that when you're like, oh my gosh, why did I freaking do that? Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, why did I lose that? Why did I believe in them? Why did I support them? Why did I encourage that? Why did I enable them? Tell yourself, scratch all that. Wipe the slate clean. It is all going according to plan. Because what, bestie? Everything always works out for you. Everything. So you are turning that frown upside down. And instead of drowning your sorrows, you are choosing happiness. You are choosing your calling. You are choosing your higher power. You are choosing abundance. You are abandoning certain ways of doing things. You are tapping into good luck, fertility, and how you manifest. And as you are clearing out players that do not belong, one player at a time, you can know with every fiber of your being, bestie, that you gave it your best shot with some of these people. I have friends that they're either trying to go zero contact with an ex, or they're trying to go zero contact with family members, and it's not easy. They're like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I should give them one more chance. And sometimes we need that. Sometimes we have to do that. One more chance, one more chance, one more chance. And then we can go to bed at night knowing, you know what? Maybe devil energy was in the building, but I tried. And now I can cut them off knowing that I gave it everything I had. I gave it everything I had to make it work. But I am not the walking fixer-upper. Okay? I am not the fix-it. I am not Bob the Builder. I'm not Barbara the Builder. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Shout out to the sprinkle, sprinkle lady. She's like, I'm not Barbara the Builder. I'm not Bob the Builder. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You guys, it's a new day. It is a new day. Instead of having to have things be so hard. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. It's kind of like realizing you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You don't have to put all this sweat and all this blood and all these tears into certain things. You're realizing that these things are going to come in easier. They're going to come in faster for you. And when you are around the right people, you are going to feel like an energetic powerhouse. Things are going to feel easier. Because you guys had some Decepticons around you that were like, you got to conform to my way of doing things. And you're like looking at them like they're not even experienced. Bananas. Okay, cheese ain't even on the cracker. Sesame Street is real to them. You're like, why would I listen to them? But why? I'll wait. When they are in their own form of scarcity. But people were trying to control you, or trying to manipulate you, or trying to make you feel bad. There's always a lot of jealousy around you. You guys have men and women jealous of you, whoever I'm speaking to. You guys get it from both ends of the spectrum. I love you guys. Thank you. Ah! Is that a siren? Sirens. Let the paramedics sort them out. Okay? Let the paramedics sort them out. So we have justice. You guys are going to be getting the last laugh. Or not justice. The high priestess. Sorry. I was like thinking, I'm like, what is this? What did I just say? Literally. What did I just say? You guys have unexpected love coming in. Now, this could be a friendship, or this could be, for some of you guys, this is a friend that's coming in because you just lost a couple of friends, or you just cut somebody out of your life. Because remember, we all just dropped our scissors, so I know our cutoff game is strong. I know my collective does not F around with cutting people off. And even if you're nice, even if you are a recovering people pleaser. But these people that wanted to play on your timeline, they wanted to play in your sandbox. I literally got this, and the sirens are still going. The ambulance truck is still wailing. Let the paramedics sort these frauds out. So you guys have unexpected love coming in, and this is because I also got the Three of Pentacles earlier too. So you're getting unexpected love where these people work together with you. It's just easy. It's just easy. Yes, Monique. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. These other people that thought they were going to be key players, being able to control you and shift around your beliefs, they are going to be memories, like forgotten memories. Dang. I also have another message for you guys. I don't know if this is for you or for some people that you guys are dealing with. You guys have a couple people around you that really want your attention, and their cheese is not anywhere near the cracker. Okay? This could be peers, coworkers, or neighbors. I know for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with like neighbor issues. So if that is you guys, if they're trying to like peer into what's going on with you and be nosy, they literally got their own janky mess going on. So they really need to steer clear of you. But I'm getting that people are trying to figure out ways to run into you. And you can sense it because their emotions are like all over the place. They're wild. And I told you guys, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. So this, what I'm about to tell you guys, is part of the original message. Because I had 2 downloads and I was like, wait, I don't want to do 2 live streams. So like just, what are we talking about here? And so I got this message for you guys, what we've been talking about, but this is also a part of it. You guys have some discombobulated chooches around you, and they are so concerned with what you're doing. Just be aware. Okay, be aware, because you are minding your P's and Q's. You also are not hyper aware, but you're just like, okay, I see you. And you might be warning your friends, like, hey, these people just try to take me for a ride. Maybe be careful. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe be careful with them, because they're definitely like upset about something. And I'm getting like, you guys don't know these people that well. That's what's even crazier. That is what is even crazier. Like, they're so mad. And you're like, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. If you guys are in a relationship, whoever these people are, they want to know about your relationship, and they're like, I hope they're not in love. Maybe these people are in love with you. Maybe these people are in love with you. Because they're in like a hot, cold situation. You guys could be hearing a lot of fighting, like people arguing, people fighting, people not getting along. And you're just like literally trying to mind your business. But just be aware that there's some people that really want to get to know you or run into you. And it is to be deceitful. You're like, I don't know why they would want to run into me. I don't know why they would want to be friends with me. We are so different. We are so different. And not like different in a good way. Like, you're like, what would we have in common? Like, they're a jerk. I'm not like that. But I'm not trying to like gas you guys up in this way, but like you guys have some people that are obsessed with you, that are in love with you, and they're in relationships. Okay? They're in relationships. So if you guys were wondering, okay, this is a little sidebar. If you guys were wondering, like, why are they looking into me? Why are they wondering about me? Why are they trying to investigate me? Why can't they just leave me alone? Because they're very, like, dead set on figuring things out about you. Like, this is a bone that they will not drop anytime soon. Like, they're literally possessed. You guys ever live in a building where no matter who moves into that one unit, all hell breaks loose? If you guys know what I'm talking about, drop a rabbit down below. Okay? You guys ever live in an apartment building and you're like, ooh, anybody that moves into that one unit or that one house, they're like, it needs to be smudged, it needs like holy water, it needs like a whole bunch of things going on, needs to be prayed on. You guys ever deal with that where you're like, ooh, who's gonna move into that vacant apartment? Who is going to move into, like, if you've ever lived in a duplex or fourplex or smaller condominiums or townhomes or flats, if you've ever lived in, like, a neighborhood that you've been in for a long time, you're like, whoever moves into that one place is gonna be bad. It's giving that. And so because of this, you guys could be thinking like, I don't want to be around here anymore, because it's kind of like, yes, smaller, they're on my ass. Um it's like it's like you feel like the walls are closing in. And they could literally be across the street, but you're like, there's something up with this neighborhood. There's something up with this building. There's like, you can just, because you're starting to see the way that people are acting or people are shifting in certain units or environments, you're like, maybe I should move. You're like, maybe I should move. Okay, that's not for everybody, but like, you will know if that is for you. Because you guys are seeing around you in this neighborhood or in this environment or in this setting, people so worried about what you're doing. And you're like, I want to be on my grind. I want to be family oriented. I don't want to be bothered. You're like, I do not want to be bothered. You guys have people in this neighborhood or in this apartment building that worry so much about your issues. And you're like, I don't even know them. They worry so much about your issues, engages in gossip. So these people most likely are also being wound up by Rumpelstiltskin, also being wound up by the devil, but like, you're just not as acquainted with them. They are not acquainted with you enough to know that you're not going to fall for that. You're just looking around you like, maybe it's time to skedaddle. Maybe you've been wanting to get out of this neighborhood. Maybe you've been wanting to get out of this apartment building because you feel like they're like doing this or they're trying to do this, and you're like, okay, cool, they're not smart enough to actually figure out what's going on in my life. Even if they abuse divination, they're still not smart enough to figure out what's going on in my life. But they be guessing, and they're mad. So these people, because they're not making much progress in their life, okay, it's kind of like this. Maybe you guys are doing well for yourself, but you want to like be in the hood still. Do you know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of millionaires. They don't want to be like in a fancy neighborhood. They're trying to like build their money or whatever. It's kind of like that. Maybe you guys are trying to like lay low. And I know my besties, I'm not trying to point, but I know my besties. You guys stick out. There's no hiding you. You feel me? So when you're in these neighborhoods and you're trying to lay low, there is no laying low enough. You are destined to shine. Okay? There is no laying. You're like, oh, maybe I should move. I don't want people to see me. Why can't they just leave me alone? Why does everyone have to stare at me? Remember how I was telling you guys about the grocery store? And how everyone was staring at me? I was like, maybe I should have toned it down. Member, bestie? You member. And it's like that. You're like, oh my gosh, like, I tried wearing sweatpants. I tried wearing a baseball cap. I tried doing all these things. And everyone's hooting and hollering and, like, honking horns. And you are not supposed to be wallpaper, bestie. You're not just supposed to camouflage. And, like, it doesn't, you're not dimming your light for them. You're just trying to be safe. This is what you're realizing. You're like, I'm not trying to dim my light, but, like, some of these people, they're not all the way there for the devil to be playing with them like that. Your boss told you to move. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been going through so much crazy stuff with neighbors specifically that people around you were like, oh, you just need to move. Like it's that easy. They're like, oh, you know what you need to do? You need to move. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh, just move. Poof. Like, bruh, girl, yeah, I can't. They're acting like you don't know it's a dead end. You're like, I know that it's a dead end. I'm trying to get up out of this dead end. Can you just mind your business and let me vent? Okay? Can you just mind your business and let me vent? If you guys are married, okay, if you guys are married, I saw this really funny reel today where he was like, things that they don't tell you about being married. And like, this is for like my advanced like marriages. Like, let me explain something to you. When your wife is complaining and venting and telling you about how crazy somebody's being, they are not asking you to resolve it. They're not asking you for resolution. They are asking you to be invested, like the beef. Sorry, I'm gonna say like the beef is happening to you too, okay? You are supposed to be invested. You need to know all the characters, okay? You need to know all the key components. They're not there for resolution. They just want to vent. So that could be you guys. You're like, I'm just trying to vent, okay? I'm not looking for your resolution right now. I can riddle me what? Get my own resolution. You feel me? Sippity sip. You're like, I am not asking, like, unless you got a whole house, okay? Unless I got a whole house, they just need to listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Like, who said that? Let me be weird. Awaken. Like, let me be. Just let me live. You're like, just let me bitch, okay? I'm just bitching. Like, I could write a book on that. I could write a book on weirdos and just like, let me complain, okay? Sometimes we get in chronic complainer mode and we what? We need an audience. We need an audience. And some people are like, oh, well, if you did this, zip it. I didn't ask for your opinion. It's asking you to listen. I know what I'm doing. I'm the magician. Duh. Like, so we got hype. You just need people to hype you up. Like, it's going to be okay. You'll figure it out when you figure it out. Like, you're getting new players. New players here. Where you don't have to go to the boss that, like, is like, just move or whatever. You guys have key players that know this grind very well. Okay? You guys got new friendships coming in, and they might come in one at a time, because I'm not getting that like they're coming in droves or anything. But I'm getting that you guys are either getting a lover, like a soulmate, or a friend, a new friend that is going to get it because they deal with this too. So they're going to be in it like, oh my gosh, yeah, this happens to me too. Like, you guys are going to be a birds of a feather while you're ruffling other feathers. So we have fixer-upper. You guys have fixer-uppers fixated on you. You're like, can I get airlifted out of here? This neighborhood, I know from reading comments and connecting with you guys that I have a lot of subscribers. a lot of subscribers that have issues with neighbors. And that is because you are trying to mind your business and you shine. You are working hard. Okay? And you are shining. So you guys have problems in your city or in your neighborhood, or even if it's not in your city or your neighborhood, there's always a neighbor issue. Do you know what I mean? It's either a neighbor or a landlord issue or both. And you're like, I just want to be left alone. Okay? You guys are the one neighbor that everybody gossips about. Oh my gosh, did you see Veronica? Did you see what Veronica was wearing? Oh my gosh, you're like, people are fixated, not realizing they will get their whole eye poked out effing with you. Okay? Remember what I told you guys yesterday? You are encrypted. The, the, the key to encrypted is F around and find out. Ain't nothing else gonna open that. Not even F around and find out is gonna open that. Because you are encrypted, you are an enigma. And if you guys missed that message, what are you doing? Because it was hilarious. Rodeo, thank you for being a member and thank you for your donation. We have controlling. You guys are operating at a different level. And the enemy is throwing everything they got. Devil energy is like, well, I got to throw Rumpelstiltskin in there. Let me put the mom in there. Let me put the sister, the brother, the cousin, the neighbor, the little dog. Everybody. Just everybody go in and talk to the collective. Because they want you, devil energy wants you in your head. Like that Cranberry song. Okay? In your head. In your head. The enemy is trying to get you to be unstable. You know how we are when we're having a whole meltdown and we're like, F it, just F it. I'm just going to be miserable because I can't anymore with life. You guys are seeing that is not for you. Being in this stage of up and down and on and off and reconciling and no. And the people that are messing with you, they got their own third-party debauchery going on where their people are cheating and they're like whole hot messes, okay? They're whole dumpster fires, worried about what you're doing. They got secret affairs, rendezvous, people that they're dating or married to on dating apps, just cheating and lying. And yeah, you guys could live around a lot of fighting and maybe it's getting to you. Because these people, they don't have the same core beliefs or values as you. Like, you wouldn't put up with this infidelity. You wouldn't put up with this criticism. You wouldn't put up with them being the longest fling ever. You wouldn't put up with a narcissist. You guys know how to starve them out. You wouldn't care if they gave you a lack of attention. That would mean that they're not the one. And these people trying to find you, which is a needle in a haystack, they got their work cut out for them. They're literally like blindfolded, like, let me find the collective. And you're just looking at them like. You guys are also dealing with a lot of copycats in your city, okay? In your city, in your neighborhood, or on social media. Could even maybe be the workplace. They're trying to mirror what they see. They're like, oh, collective gets a lot of attention and you're not even trying to get attention. That's what's funny. You're not even trying to get attention. And they're like, collective gets a lot of attention. So let me try to mirror what they're doing. You guys are going to be vanishing from a lot of people right now. Okay? There are some people that are thinking you're going to stick around in a city, in a neighborhood, in a building, at a job. And you are already planning your exit strategy. You guys have a lot of people infatuated with you. It's not for no reason. You guys are entering your lucky era. And you guys should be excited. Plot twist. Bestie, you're not expecting this. I freaking told you. Look what fell out of here. Plot twist. Best friends having your back. So remember how I told you guys, you are the twist in the tail. You are the curveball. You are the person that's like out of the blue. People just aren't expecting you. You are not expecting by having to let go of certain players, certain people, that you are going to get this curveball of getting a new best friend. Now, that best friend, like I said before, is either going to be a lover or an actual best friend. Either way, they're coming just in the nick of time, okay? Just in the nick of time. You're going to have so much in common with this person. Like maybe you've been wanting somebody to like hang out with or travel with. We have risk it all. Leap of faith, no regrets, new endeavors. Ooh, we haven't said this in a long time. Affirm it below. No regrets, new endeavors. Yep. You guys are ready to fly high and not be scared. So I'm excited for you guys. Yeah, you guys got 1 or 2 ride or dies coming into the picture that are going to, wow, that are going to rock with you until the wheels fall off. Devil energy does not want you to meet your soulmate. Devil energy does not want you to meet your soul tribe. So that is also part of the path that this wrench is trying to get thrown in. Nothing's going to shake up this lucky era because you just learned this lesson like this last week from whoever you guys just literally cut off. So that's perfect for you guys. No regrets. Everything unfolded just like how it was supposed to. You guys are also going to be taking up new interests, okay? Or going to do things that you don't normally do. Like going to festivals, going to concerts, getting out more, going to the ballet. Maybe you guys are going to be taking dance lessons, singing lessons. Maybe you guys have like a new friend. Maybe you guys have like a new friend that is going to want to travel with you or go exotic places. Okay. Let's see if we got anything else. Finding love again. See, you guys are not expecting this. You were not expecting to find love again. Now, that's either in a friendship or in love. Rodeo, thank you for your donation. So we have self-worth. This is from your guys' pre-poll. We have belonging. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy that this is a house or a building? Interpret it how you would like to. But you are going somewhere where you feel like you belong. Okay? So if you feel like a Barbie, you're like, I'm going where the other Barbies live. Okay? If you feel like a unicorn, you're like, I'm going where the other unicorns live. Duh. You're going to have this sense of belonging, or you're going to be a part of a new community where you're like, oh my gosh, like I feel so at home. I feel comfortable. I don't feel drained. I don't feel zapped. I feel inspired. Like these people that you're supposed to be around, you're going to be feeling supercharged. Like, I didn't read these yet. So the only one I read was this one because it was on top. But this is soul bond. This says a bond between souls. Soul bond, growth, separation, union. Okay, so you guys went through some growth. Then you went through separation. Okay, you separated from some people. And now you have a new union coming in. If these other people that don't make you a top priority, we ain't here for that. We ain't here for that. Wow. You guys are letting go of attachments and programs. Okay, so this is something that you guys can affirm. I am releasing attachments and programs blocking me from union. You are releasing these attachments from whatever is blocking you with union of yourself and union to the person that you're going to be falling in love with. Your self-worth is going through an elevation. You're like, I know what I deserve. I know what I deserve. Then we have the butterfly. You guys drop your butterflies down below because you are figuring out your cosmic blueprint cannot be altered. You got this on lock. Okay, it's encrypted. You are in the unknown. Remember yesterday, you embody the unknown. They can't figure it out. For so long, the devil was trying to stop you from even coming out of this cocoon. Like, no, just stay in that cocoon. Just cook a little bit longer instead of coming out, blooming, period. Like, post up. This is your rebirth. Yes, you guys, you're butterflies. Transform, rebirth, blueprint. Your life is going to start being more harmonious and you're going to start feeling more fulfilled. Damn. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay, let's get one more card of advice before we get up out of here. Thank you guys. Yeah, that's why, like, we could have been in the cocoon a little bit longer than most. Okay, a little bit longer than most. It doesn't mean we're not going to come out a butterfly. Let's be so for real. Like, just because it took us a little bit longer. Okay? Okay. We have the koi fish. What? Oh, I just got the spiritual tingles. Okay. We have the koi fish. Prosperity, good luck, celebration. Wow. You guys got so much about good luck and prosperity. So when you're like, ooh, I don't know if I should buy that candle. It's not on sale. The price is just right. The price is right. Okay. No pun intended. No, the price is perfect. No, I lost money. No, it was perfect. It's all going according to plan. Now I know that requires us to be straight delusional, but sometimes we need to trick our subconscious like that. You know what I mean? So just do what works best for you. Take your time. Don't put so much pressure on yourself like, "Oh, I should be way past scarcity." Like that shit got wired and we were tapped in, okay? It was wired in, unfortunately. And then we're around people in the matrix or at our 9 to 5s that are like, "Oh my gosh, my life is burning." You're like, "Okay, cool. Can you keep that to yourself? Because I'm really trying to be in abundance over here." Okay? You're probably like, "Becky, stay in your cubicle. Nobody wants to hear you right now." Okay? I can't. Becky's going off like, "Oh my gosh, I lost my wallet at the club last night." And you're like, "Becky, go back to your cubicle." Okay? But for real, we are trying to be happy and get back to that go lucky. Like, you're the sun. And when you aren't feeling like the sun and you're feeling like the moon, that ain't right. That ain't us. That ain't it. You guys are funny. Keep your 50 bags of dog shit. For real, though. For real. What do I tell you guys? They're like, "Oh my gosh, I brought you a present. Let's be best friends." And you know that they're like enemy number 5. And it's those crumbs. And they're like, "No, these are glow in the dark crumbs." You're like, "No, no, it's a casserole." You're like, "It's not a casserole." They're like, "Yeah, it's spaghetti." And you know it's busted dusted. You know it's crumbs. You know that it's 50 bags of dog shit. You know. You already know. You guys already know. You feel me? So what else with your guys' charms? Somebody here could be getting, there is something dental. This is going to be for some of you. So don't take it if it does not apply. What I'm about to go over. Some of you guys have been putting off a dental issue. And if it's something that in the future could cause pain, I would recommend taking care of that as soon as you can. If you were thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to wait." No, the price is right. There is somebody that's going to help you with this where you think the price is going to be like way more and it's going to be just right. You're going to be like, "Oh, that's fair. I wasn't expecting that." Maybe it's like some fancy schmancy office and you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much money." Maybe you're needing something pulled. Maybe you're needing a root canal. You can tell I have a lot of dentists in my family. Like, maybe you're needing something done, and you guys, trust me, who really likes dental work? I mean, let's be so for real. So whatever you guys are putting off, whether it's getting something extracted, getting a root canal, just take care of it. say it's a wisdom tooth. Oh my gosh, I would not wish that pain on nobody. Okay, when a wisdom tooth needs to come out, okay, and it is impacted or it has cavities or whatever, and it starts hurting, that's the day I found out I was a tough mother effer. I am not even kidding. Even my husband was like, "You are tough." Because I went to work like that. I was like, "I got to get money for the surgery." Like, well, I only went to work one day cuz that shit just like took me out. But do you know what I mean? Somebody here is putting off wisdom teeth getting pulled, and I'm telling you guys, as somebody that waited until they were older because I had a toxic abusive parent that was like, huh, I'm gonna make them wait to get this done instead of like letting me get it done as a kid. So there were a lot of things that I carried with me, heavy burdens that I had to take care of when I was older that weren't I wasn't helped with. And it just crushed me. Like, I shouldn't even have to be dealing with this. And now I'm in pain and I have to take care of it. And it was traumatizing. It was freaking traumatizing because I literally waited until everything started hurting. And I was like, all right, because I have dentists in my family, but they don't live near me. Like, it's like, ooh, do I want to fly all these hours and hours and hours to get this taken care of, or do I just want to try to take care of it in where I live? You know what I mean? And so I had to go to work and bartend a double in massive pain where I could not open my mouth. I had shooting pain down my neck, shooting up to my temple. Like, I'm pretty sure I had a fever. My brain was pulsating. Like, it's bad. It's bad. I've been in addiction. I've had addiction withdrawals. And I would rather have that than go through that again. Literally. So I'm telling you guys the seriousness of that download, like whoever that is, where you're like, oh, I know I'm putting it off, but like, I'll just wait a little bit longer. Don't wait till you're in pain. Just don't wait. Just don't wait. Just don't wait. Like, ask for like a payment arrangement or like a deal or get referred to somebody else. Like, just don't wait until you're in pain. Like, just trust me. Just trust me. If anything, just trust me on that. Okay. Then we have all of this fruit here. You guys are going to be, if you were really worried that you were stressed out and like gaining weight. Now, I don't like to really talk about weight, but this is a specific message for someone. So just take it if it's for you. If you were not liking your body, whatever was going on, you're going to start shifting. And part of that could be because of something you're about to do. I'm not exactly sure, but you're going to be getting your dream body is what I'm getting. So whatever that is to you, whether it's eating more or eating less, it's not my business. You're going to be getting your dream body, or you're going to be having like feeling good about yourself. Like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Whether that's working out, eating better, being more mindful, not putting yourself in chaotic and stressful environments. I'm just seeing you guys go from not wanting to look in the mirror to like, you know what? I'm freaking gorgeous. I'm freaking beautiful. I'm freaking handsome. I'm seeing you guys go through this metamorphosis of like, wow, literally a week ago, I didn't even want to like look. And now I'm like, okay. Do you know what I mean? So you guys are going through a lot of changes to where, you know, maybe if this is you and you're like, I don't want to get surgery, I don't want to get oral surgery, I don't want to deal with tooth pain, but you're learning hard lessons faster. So you're like, well, I did just go through that little mishap where Rumpelstiltskin was waiting for me in the road. So do I really want to F around and find out? No. And also pray. Like me, I'm like, I need a sign. I need a confirmation because I don't want to be wasting my time. And so when something needs to be done, I'm like, okay, well, let me pray about it and get confirmation so I can make sure that this is like what I should be doing. But tell yourself, like, it is a perfect time. Because when you are in your lucky era, You guys, when you're feeling lucky and you get that free sandwich and somebody, in front of you pays for your coffee, and then you think you're going to have to pay a big amount for a bill, and then you find out that it's already paid or it's not owed or you got a credit for it. It's that type of luck, but way more often. Like straight walking on sunshine, because you were already there and devil energy met you in the fork in the road, and you were like, well, I do want to vent and complain for a minute. So if you're listening, let me tell you about what's going on with me. And the devil was like, okay, I'll listen. And then before we knew it, we turned it into a pumpkin. Our chariot turned into a pumpkin, and we're like, oh, we got tricked. Oh. So now we know that we are not waiting around. Everything always works out for you. Really think about that. Think about the times that you've been effed over the worst and you still came out shining. Really. I've been homeless I don't know how many times. And every time I was homeless, I was like, well, something crazy is about to happen, because it can only go up from here. It can only go up from here. And just be proud of yourself. Be really proud of this transformation. Be proud of how fast you're catching things. Here's the initials for you guys. We have N, E, S, H, and D. And I'm just getting that you're seeing wickedness from a mile away. You're like, there's no how many licks does this take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. I already know. So go about your business, Decepticon number 5, okay? You're not getting distracted as easily either. Your discernment is being elevated. Your intuition is sharp right now. So really tune into that. Really tap into that. Again, you guys are going to be waving around your sword, looking crazy to other people, but that is your sword of truth. You don't care if you're inexperienced and you look like a lunatic. You're like, this is my truth. You can't tell me nothing different. These are my core values. I said what I said. I stand what I stand for. Okay? Do you know the Muffin Man? These people want your microphone, your anchor, your little dog. It ain't happening. It ain't freaking happening. I love you guys. All right, you guys, let me know what's going on in the comments, because I love connecting with you guys. More sirens. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Patreon. Those of you guys on Patreon, you guys are up next, so be checking your notifications. What else? Remember, if you are on Patreon or members only, while you're waiting for a new upload, you have access to the entire library, not just what you're waiting for, but the entire library. On either platform, you can make a playlist as long as you are a member, or on Patreon, you can make a YouTube playlist of the content that you like that is ad-free, and you can shuffle for divine guidance, listen to it podcast style while you're getting ready, while you're cleaning the house, whatever it is, because that's what I like to do for subscriptions that I'm a part of. I will make a playlist of my favorite content of theirs, and then I will shuffle as I'm cleaning the house, getting ready for work, whatever, what have you. That's what I meant to say. Freaking retrogrades. I cannot. All right, guys, thank you for participating. Thank you for supporting. I love you guys. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. Drop your favorite ask-formation, because everything always works out for you. Always. What else? I think that's it. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell, you do not want to miss out. Like, not never. And I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye, Organic Slay. Bye, Savage Queen. Bye, Roz. Bye, Stardust. Who else is in here? Jungle Love, Indigo, Awaken, Mira, Robin, Stephanie, Oracle, Havea. Thank you for being members. Thank you for being a member and supporting. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Kirk and Lucky. Thank you, Mango and Matt. You guys are the best. I love reading your guys', I get excited for, when I'm done working, I'm like, ooh, I want to watch the live chat replay. I want to read all the comments. I want to talk to you guys, and I look forward to that. So let me know how you connect to these messages, because then I'm really tapped in. Like, it gives me a beautiful confirmation, helps me know I'm not freaking crazy out here in these spiritual streets, and it just is a great way for us to connect. I don't really have a spiritual assignment for us, so just let me know what's going on in your life, whatever you want to vent about. We are all friends here, we are all family here, and I'm just so grateful for you guys and all of your love. We will be doing a giveaway when we reach 80K, and we are pretty freaking close, okay? So make sure that you guys are subscribed to YouTube to be a part of this giveaway when we reach 80K subscribers. Love you guys. Toodles.